Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another Generator Rex reaction for you guys. This is Season 1, Episode 10. Of course, I won't know the title until they get into the episode. I don't even know where to begin with last week's episode because so many things happened, but the biggest takeaway is two things. Number one, Rylander, voiced by Brent Spiner, was introduced in the show, and he confirmed, even though we were suspecting for a bit, that he is not Rex's father. But apparently he named him Rex or something like that, and he was there during this accident. And it's also revealed another big thing is that Rex has a brother. We just don't know where he is or where his parents are, if they are alive or not. Like, there's information that we could have known, but there's so many things happening. And then, of course, Rex was injected with something, and when he asked what it was, Rylander's like, everything. I think it's like everything to do with the program and what they were doing there in terms of the nanites, all that kind of stuff. That's my guess. I don't know. But then, of course, he disappears to Van Clyde, so I have no idea. So many things happened at once. It was insane. So it was honestly one of the biggest episodes, and then a guy died, of course, in the middle of the episode, and I addressed that, and they never bring it up again after the guy gets murdered by these flying type fish or whatever. I have no idea, but it's like, what the hell? This show is pretty damn brutal, and they move on. So yeah, to me, I think it was the biggest episode of the show so far, and I can't wait to dive in to see what they do with this episode. Maybe we'll get some continuation in terms of Rex trying to find his brother. I have no idea, but let's jump to now. Let's go. Oh my god.
Do you have it?
Mission accomplished.
What?
Your mission is accomplished when you deliver the data rod. You know where that takes us?
Straight over the bug jar.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Here's what we know. Exactly
Forgotten?
1 hour ago.
Okay.
The schematics on this data rod would allow us to build a device capable of predicting what type of Evo a person might become.
Oh.
Why didn't you just send me for this thing?
You bash things with giant mechanical fists. That sounds sensitive to you?
What's a bug jar?
Yeah, what is the bug jar? Whoa.
This used to be Kiev. It became an instant hot zone. Mutations were off
Oh
the
my
scale.
god.
Nearly every living thing turned Evo. For 5 years, the bug jar has been a complete mystery.
So their genius solution was to cut him off from the rest of the world? Airdrop?
Airdrop? He's so excited for it. There's gonna be stuff going on. Come on.
Fanny packs! Made a comeback. Cool.
Molecular scanner. While you're in there, I need you to take a few samples.
I'm thinking it's worth at least,
Oh no.
say,
Oh no.
dinner.
Dinner. Right.
What's with you?
Just basking in the glow of my awesomeness.
Come back safe.
It will. Don't worry. It's his show.
Death is never pretty.
But what if they're alive?
All other priorities are secondary.
Every choice has a cost, kid.
Make it
Every
fancy.
choice. I think that there's a reason for that.
Whoa! Welcoming committee.
He's not being quiet.
I found it! The data rod! There is no ship. Like it's been, I don't know, dragged off. Ow!
Careful. Oh my god. Come on, man. Come on. Good timing.
Okay, I'm done with the fun.
Holy shit. Hey, Rex, how about you cure some of them? Maybe? Just a thought? Here we go. I mean, he could try to cure some of these people, I would think.
This isn't right. Besides, getting our butts handed to us, they're organized.
Oh, okay.
That one.
Ooh.
With no face.
Damn. Ooh. Yeah.
I can do both. Rescue you and bring back this thing.
We thought you were dead.
We're pretty sure that's No Face's lair.
No
And that's where
face.
we're going. We'll use the ship's comm link to contact Providence for an evac.
What?
Nice necklace.
You know what we went through to get that thing?
Good thing you have me to look after it now, huh?
Oh, they're trying to repair it maybe to get out?
And running a car wash?
Their way of communicating? Oh!
It's like I'm hearing him.
You found it. Show me.
Kicking ass, taking names.
This ship ain't going anywhere without engines.
I think he may have found some.
There you go.
Send a ship! We're still alive!
We already have another ship on the way. Searching for an
Good
extraction
luck.
point. Hotel Kiev.
Your scans say the roof's still intact.
Then let's get...
Holy shit. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh shit. Who is this? My god. You.
They are the before. The before forgot us. The shield goes away. We all
No.
are free. I see in your mind.
My, what?
Before want this.
Careful. Strategy. Jesus. Hey. Gonna eat the truck, probably. Gonna try to, at least.
No detours!
My god, really? Okay, it worked. Okay. Hello. Oh, they're coming. They're on their way.
Lose something. Hot shot.
Ooh. Of course, they're crawling up the side, of course. My god. Okay. Come on, hit some. Oh, that'll work. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, be careful. Don't knock down the building. Oh, come on. Boom.
Why are they knocking down their own building?
Somebody leans over. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good luck. Good luck.
Shuttle's under the shield, sir.
They gotta be careful about that. Yeah. Giant gun. Or rocket launcher, whatever. Uh-oh. Ooh. Careful, this guy's not gonna be easy to beat. Ooh. Still stuck, okay.
I don't. But I got all your soldiers out safe. Isn't that great?
Oh, I thought he had
Listen
it.
carefully, Special Agent Rex. Soldiers are replaceable.
I said I didn't have it.
Pulling that on the White Knight? You're all right.
I got the data rod and the men. Isn't that worth something?
It's worth everything, Rex. Just not dinner.
Every choice has a cost.
There you have it, guys. Episode 10 of Season 1 of Generator X is actually a pretty solid episode. And actually, I have the voice cast pulled up here. We had Carrie Payton. Of course, I recognized him right away as one of the characters, the pilot, as he's credited as in this episode. So it was cool to hear him. And this whole idea of what they're calling the bug jar, which is basically this force field over the city. They apparently got all these nanites basically thrown into the mix or whatever when the explosion or whatever thing happened with the nanite or whatever thing that went down 5 years ago. Pretty much everybody in that city was transformed into Evos. So they quarantined it off and called it the bug jar because apparently for years, no one, even including Providence, have not been allowed in. And it's a one-way force field. Like, you can go through it, but once you're inside, you can't get out unless you have like a special weapon, which they did have to get out. Now, there was a huge variety of Evos in this episode in terms of like the designs and all that kind of stuff, and we had one particular one, and they really didn't go into detail of who this is, but he was the one that was kind of operating and kind of controlling essentially the Evos in terms of getting them to where they're working together as a group, a team, whatever. And they were calling him No Face because he had like this like piece of like whatever, it was like a part of his like design, but he didn't have a face. And at first it took, you know, Rex a little bit, but he actually understood what he was saying, because at first they were having this communication and his nanites were kind of causing like headache or whatever for him, but then he started to hear them speaking to each other. And it turns out Fred Tatasciore, which is a fantastic voice actor, of course he's known for a lot of things, including being the voice of Hulk for a lot of projects. He was the voice of No Face. Now, I didn't recognize it until I saw the credits. I'm like, oh, okay, that's awesome, he voiced him. I was expecting maybe to learn why specifically he was different than other Evos in the Bug Jar, but they really didn't go into detail on that at all. Like, basically, he called them the Before. Like, his speech is kind of strange. Maybe all the Evos' speech, because I think this is the first time we've ever seen Evos like this talking to each other. Of course, we've seen Rex talk, he's an Evo, but we've never seen Evos like this communicating with each other that I can remember. And so it is an interesting change. Now, I wonder if we're going to see more of this Bug Jar, or who this No Face character is, or maybe it's not really that important who No Face is. It's just that, oh, he's kind of running the Bug Jar. He's running this city full of Evos, and they're trying every which way to somehow get out, because the force field goes like around the whole city and then even underground, so they can't escape that way either. So it's just been there for years, and they quarantined it off because of public outcry and all that kind of stuff, so they shut the city down. And it was all because of this data, right, that's on this rod. And I think Rex did a pretty good job of letting the soldiers who were originally taking it back to Providence, for them to submit it. And it's for basically to help them discover like what kind of Evos people could turn into, and maybe that could help the process of basically trying to transform them back to humans, which is something that I was actually confused about a little bit. Rex didn't even attempt to turn these people back from Evos to being humans again. And I don't know if that was because there's so many of them, and that if we would have showcased Rex turning one back to a human, then we'd have to be spending the whole episode or even multiple parts from trying to turn as many people back within the Bug Jar back to being human, and that would just maybe not work story-wise. I don't know, but I kind of wish maybe there was a part where maybe he was potentially trying to turn them back, but maybe they could have explained it to where they're incurable, which we have made that a thing now. There are incurable Evos that they could have explained, because I don't remember them ever saying that, so they could have maybe threw that in as a piece of dialogue, that since they've been Evos for so long within the Bug Jar, they are incurable, they cannot be turned back. Or maybe he attempts to and it can't be done. Maybe that could work, right? Maybe that could be a thing they could throw in, so that I'm not questioning why didn't he at least try. So that's just me. Now, in terms of like Rex's thing with Dr. Holiday, I get it. He's a teenager. He's not really thinking things through, because she is, I think, in her 20s or something. So it's illegal, but cause I think he's 15 or something or whatever. So, but he wants, of course, he likes Dr. Holiday, and she wants him to get these samples and all this kind of stuff. We're going to dinner. Of course, dinner wasn't going to happen. I kind of figured it wasn't going to happen. I'm like, no, it's not going to be a dinner. Not going to be a dinner. And I think there's still something between Dr. Holiday and Agent 6, because that was kind of hinted at, I think, in the very first episode, that there's something going on between them. Or at least there was in the past. I don't know. But I think that's something that maybe it'd be... I mean, I would be curious about it, like, if they would explain what their past was and what's going on. 'Cause I feel like it's like a weird thing, or maybe they've actually been together this whole time. They're just keeping it under wraps, and we don't know that. Like, the audience doesn't know it. Possible. See, I had overall a good time with this episode. I was kind of hoping Rex would maybe address the fact that he has a brother, because like that was a big thing in last week's episode, and nothing was mentioned here about that, or any maybe potential searching for him, or anything. But there was nothing mentioned, and I get it, because not every episode has to be furthering major plot points, because we've all seen TV shows. We all understand that the format isn't consistently always moving forward with certain plot points that we want to see, like they make us wait. So maybe next week's episode is going to continue. I don't know, but I like the fact that they introduced this concept of the bug jar, as they called it, and the city being quarantined. I think that's interesting, because this city was so overwhelmed with Evos, like everybody's turning Evos, that there's no chance of even saving it. So that's an interesting little concept, because I like the fact that the show, even though yes, it would have been interesting to kind of continue some of the fact that Rex has a brother, like that kind of stuff, or maybe any reference to the fact that Van Clyce and Rylander disappeared right in last week's episode. But also what I like is that at least they are expanding what is within this world of Generator Rex, in terms of there's a city that's quarantined off. And then of course we had the episode, a couple episodes back, where we had that Breach character, I think, yeah, her name's Breach, where she literally took a whole city, right, and put it inside some sort of realm or whatever that you can't get to, that only she can. There's like these things to where we're learning more and more about what happened in the world, what's happening in the world post the event of the nanite situation. So I think they're doing a good job on that, like making us, like giving us new information every episode of new things that we were unaware of. And this also might be hinting towards the fact that maybe not everybody in Providence likes the fact that Rex is a part of Providence, because he is an Evo, and they don't know if they can trust him because he is an Evo, like these other Evos they have fought. I mean, they fought like a horde of Evos in this episode that maybe not all the soldiers agree. So I think this was kind of hinting that maybe some of these soldiers and pilots, as we met, because we met 2 pilots in this episode, that they maybe don't agree with the fact that he's a part of this. So maybe that's a thing to where we're learning more about the actual inner workings of Providence. Because of course, episodes ago we had that one Providence worker who was working on that base out in the middle of Antarctica or whatever, and he turned into that gigantic monster, like Leviathan kaiju size Evo. He was actually working for Van Clyce and all this kind of stuff, and giving nanites or whatever. So we're learning more about different sides of everything and new things. So it's expanding the world of Generator Rex, and ultimately that's pretty damn cool. So what you guys think of the episode? I'm curious to know your thoughts. Whatever thoughts you have, guys, please let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys saw the reaction. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.